Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing really well. Hopefully you heard the announcement on Thursday. We've got really good news that we have a date to go back to running the classes in the hall. So I'll be in touch with you very soon, just when I hear confirmation back from the halls. I haven't heard back from all of them yet. And hopefully we'll have a date for going back to the halls very soon. So I'll be in touch, so just keep a little eye on your inbox. Let's get started. We'll do a fresh class plan today for you. So we're going to start with loosening off into the neck and the shoulders. So we'll just stand with your feet hip width apart, knees are nice and soft. We're going to start with our neck stretches. So we'll look over to one shoulder, hold it there, we'll come back to the centre and then round to the other side. And just keep that going now, back and forth with the head. We'll gently loosen off these neck muscles. I'm just starting to relax down the shoulders, maybe start to deepen your breath. We'll do one more. Coming back to the middle, we're going to draw the chin down to your collarbone now. Feel that stretch in your upper back. And then lifting up towards the sky. Let's do a few now, up and down. Really tucking under the chin. Keeping the shoulders really heavy and soft. Good, we're going to keep the chin down to the collarbone now, and then we're going to roll your chin up to one shoulder, trace it along the collarbone, and then dropping down and roll into the other side. Okay, just very gently, we're going to do that back and forth now. Really nice way to stretch into the tops of the shoulders and right in your upper back, where we can get quite knotted, especially if we're sitting at a desk maybe all day or in that sort of position where we're not really lengthening through. Good, we'll do one more and we'll come back to the middle. Lovely, we're going to start to roll the shoulders out. Let's lift them up to the ears, squeeze in the shoulder blades back, elbows soft, arms relaxed. And then we're going to start to take the elbows out high and wide. Maybe take your hands on your shoulders if you can here. Get a nice good stretch across into the chest muscles, your big pectorals and all those muscles in between. Let's do a few big arm circles now. Big stretch, reach up to the ceiling, lifting your chest, reaching out in front. Good. Let's do one more. Lovely, good little shake out there. We're going to bring the arms out straight in front now. And we're going to take the arms out wide, and when you take them out wide, just let your back arch slightly. Think about a little bit of spinal extension. We're going to crisscross them in front and then round out into the shoulders, spinal flexion. So just keep that going, and then opposite arm underneath. Okay, so back and forth, round in the shoulders, just taking the head down a little bit. So warming up into the upper spine and into the shoulders. You'll feel your shoulders tiring quite quickly with this one. Mine's are burning already. Oh, good. We'll do one more. And a little shake out there, loosen off. Lovely, we're going to get into alignment now. So knees are soft, we'll get your pelvis into neutral. So tip in back and forth until you settle in the middle. Tummy muscles in just slightly, resting your arms down. So let's inhale now as we lift your shoulders up to your ears. We'll attach our helium balloons, and as you exhale, melt your shoulders and lengthen up into your spine and into your neck. Let's lift the rib cage up now. Big inhale as you lift your ribs. We'll keep them lifted now. Exhale as you melt your shoulders down and lengthen. We'll bring the shoulders up one last time and start to rotate outwards from the shoulders, letting your palms follow. Feel your shoulder blades flattening out, and let's slide the shoulder blades all the way down your back now, and elastoplast them against your rib cage so they don't move as we rest your arms by your sides. From here, let's inhale. We'll bring the arms up to shoulder height. Exhale as you melt the shoulders down, and inhale. Exhale, pulling all the way down, lengthening through your spine, keeping your chin tucked. We'll do a couple more. So pulling down through your back muscles with this one. Really lengthening. Knees are soft, pelvis in neutral. So that length is coming from the top and bottom of the spine. Well done guys, have a good little shake out there. Let's make our way down onto the floor now, coming down onto our backs. Okay, so when you get down on the floor, maybe just straighten out your legs and just make sure your heels are on your floor, on your carpet, just for the move that we do later on. You can either keep your legs out straight or you can bend them in, whichever's most comfortable for you to get into alignment. I'm going to keep mine bent. Okay, so pillow's not too far down, tucking in your chin. Just take a few nice deep breaths when you get down. Just start to really let your body relax into the floor. We'll take a nice deep breath in together. And then as you exhale, let the back of your ribs just melt down. Let them flatten and just sink into the ground there. Palms facing up, arms out to the side, just enough to let your shoulder blades flatten out. And let's get our pelvis into alignment, so we'll start to tip back and forth, making that move smaller and smaller, settling in the middle. Okay, so very slight space that we're holding through our lower back, so we're not pressing down too firmly there. Your feet and knees are hip width apart. If your legs are bent, we'll keep our weight spread out nicely into all four corners of the feet. And let's wake up the corset muscles now. We'll go through the breathe in. So let's inhale as you take your breath into the sides of your rib cage. And as you exhale, let's pull each side of your rib cage in towards each other, pulling across your upper body. And inhale. Exhale to pull across your ribs, and now flatten down on your tummy muscles, pulling your belly button into your spine without pressing down through your lower back. And we'll inhale. Exhale, tighten across your rib cage, flatten your tummy muscles and pull across the front of the hip bones as well now, as if your hip bones could pull in towards each other. We're going to put this all together, so let's inhale. And as you exhale, lace your corset now. So ribs, abdominals, pulling across your hips. Take a few breaths here in your own time. So shoulders are heavy on the floor, arms and legs relaxed. Okay guys, we're going to start off with some single tabletop legs. So we're going to bend in your knees if your legs are out straight. We're going to be lifting into tabletop, just one leg lowering down, changing sides. So let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, so ribs, abdominals, pulling across your hip bones, and let's slowly begin to lift one knee. Take your time. We'll bring this leg up into tabletop. So lift it up until your knee is above your hip. Bottom of your leg parallel to the floor. Good, let's inhale. Exhale and lace your corset. So keeping the leg bent now, let's slowly bring your heel back down. So think about moving from your hip. As you lower your leg, your heel might end up a little bit further away. We're going to keep it there. We're going to change sides. When you're ready, inhale. Exhale, lace your corset. Without your pelvis moving now, we'll bring the other leg up. So it's really controlled, really slow, relaxing into your thigh. Okay, keeping the pelvis steady. Inhale, exhale, lace your corset. So just imagine a 90-degree angle between your thigh and lower leg. Keep that there as we lower back down. And we'll do a few on each side now. Okay, so you want to keep the back of your hips feeling even as this leg lifts. Try to not let that weight transfer into one side of your pelvis more than the other, absorbing that weight into your core. Shoulders heavy, palms facing up. Okay, and just without looking at your leg, you can just tune into your pelvis. If you feel your lower back starting to press down towards the floor, your knee has come too close. So just focus on the feeling more than actually looking at your leg, and that will just guide you with the movement. We're trying to keep our pelvis in neutral at all times so that we're strengthening the muscles around the bones when they're in their correct alignment. Good, let's make this your last move now. We're going to hug the knees up into the chest when you're ready. Have a little stretch out into the lower back. So rocking side to side, rocking back and forth. Hold it at the back of the knees. We're going to bring the feet back down now, and we're going to straighten the legs out now. So let's straighten one leg out, followed by the other leg. Heels should be on the floor. So let's get the pelvis into neutral again, tipping back and forth, find in the middle. A little bit trickier with the legs out straight, making sure your back isn't arching too much. You might need to press back into neutral a little bit more. So palms up, ribs down, tucking in the chin. We're going to do some tabletop legs, but starting with the legs out straight. Okay, so you can either start with a heel slide first and then take it into your lift, or you can go straight into your tabletop leg lift, so I'll let you decide. So let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, so ribs, abdominals, pulling tightly across the hip bones. So with or without your heel slide, we're going to bring one leg up into tabletop now. Really slowly. Okay, don't let your pelvis tip to the side, don't let your back arch. Lift in until your knees above your hips, so focus on your pelvis to guide you with the move. Let's inhale. Exhale and lace your corset, moving from your hip really slowly without your back lifting. Let's slowly bring that leg back down and sliding your heel back out to your starting point. We'll change sides, let's do a few now on each leg. Lacing your corset in between, flattening down on the tummy muscles, and relaxing your legs. So really trying to switch off and relax into your thigh muscles, your big quads. Let's get the core taking more of the weight of your leg. We're going to make this your last move. Lovely, just bending in your legs. If you need to stretch it out, bring your knees up. Using the back muscles quite a lot when we're working with straight legs at any time. And when you're ready, we'll bring the feet back down, straightening the legs out again. Let's get into alignment. We're going to do the same leg move. We're going to add in the arms. So let's float both arms all the way up, fingers pointed up, palms facing in. Let your shoulders sink down to the floor. Keep your arms quite straight, just a slight bend in the elbows, very slight, but the shoulders are really heavy. So, pelvis into neutral, just double checking that before we start. Let's inhale, exhale, lace your corset. We're going to bring one leg up with or without your heel slide as we float both arms overhead now. So as the arms float back, press the back of your ribs down, don't let them lift. Shoulders heavy still. Thigh at a right angle with your upper body, focus on your pelvis. Let's inhale, exhale, lace your corset, relax your arms, relax your thighs. We float the arms up and lower your leg. Taking that leg out straight again. We'll change legs now. Let's keep that going. Okay, lengthening through your spine. Let's keep the chin tucked. Arms are now challenging the alignment of your spine, so not letting your ribs flare up. Pressing them back. Just be mindful how far back you're taking your arms. If you feel your back beginning to arch, you've maybe just went a little bit too far. So again, using your alignment to guide you with the move. Let's do one last move here. Good, we'll bring the knees up. When you're ready, have a stretch. Rock it out into your back. Let's keep one knee hugged into the chest now. We're going to straighten the other leg out. Let your foot relax out to the side. Slide that leg out. We'll give the hip flexors a bit of a stretch out. So relax into that stretch as you press down into your lower back. Keeping your foot turned out. And then taking that knee out if you want to get a little bit deeper in that stretch. Give your glutes a little squeeze. Let's hold that stretch. Keep your hips pressed down on the floor. And then relax, we'll bring that leg back in. Let's hug that knee up. Let's change sides now. So other leg straightening out, pressing down through your lower back. Excuse me. Foot turned down, slide that heel out to the side. Breathe into your stretch here, really relax into it. And we'll take your knee out to the side, give your glutes a little squeeze here. Breathing into it. And then relax, we'll bring that leg back up. Let's rock out into the back. We're going to progress that last move we did with the legs on their own. So we're going to bring our first leg into tabletop, keep it lifted. We'll bring the second leg up, first leg down, followed by the second leg. So we'll take the legs out straight. Let's get into position. Palms facing up, and again you can do this with or without your heel slide. Okay, shoulders relaxed. And let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset. We're going to slowly bring our first leg up, relaxing your thigh, making sure your pelvis doesn't tip here. Let's keep that leg lifted now if you can. Relax the shoulders down. Let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset really tightly. Take your time lifting the second leg up now as you flatten down on the tummy muscles. Maybe pressing back into neutral through the pelvis now. We've got the weight of both legs, trying to tip it forward. Challenging ourselves. Ribs are down, shoulders relaxed. Let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset. We're going to slowly bring our first leg back down. So tightening across your hips. Might be a bit shaky with that one. And then we'll inhale, exhale, lace your corset. Second leg coming down really slowly. With or without your slide, okay? You can start with a heel slide here if you want. We're going to start the next move on the leg you've just brought down. Let's do a few on each side. Good, so this one, not letting your back lift. Try to not let your lower back arch up. Try to keep the ribs pressed down. Shoulders heavy and relaxed. We'll make this your last move now. Well done. Bend in the legs when you're finished. Take your time on your last one. So much harder with the legs out straight. Really feeling that into the back muscles. Okay, so now we're going to do some floppy leg lifts. So we're going to be lifting one leg up, but this time your legs will be really relaxed and floppy. So your lower leg will just be dangling from your thigh as we lift. We'll bring the second leg up as well if you can. We're going to keep both legs lifted and do some knee drops out to the side. So just working the pelvis in a different direction now. We're going to start by bringing your heels a bit closer towards the body. Hip width apart, pelvis into neutral. Okay, palms turned up. Okay, so let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, and let's slowly lift one leg, but this time letting your lower leg just dangle, and it's really relaxed, as if your calf could just rest on the back of your thigh. So knees above the hip again, quite a small lift. We're going to keep this leg lifted now if you can, and let's inhale. Exhale and lace your corset. So without your pelvis moving, let's slowly bring our second leg up as we flatten your tummy muscles down. Maybe pressing your pelvis back in neutral here. So make sure your knees are not too close. Might want to just take them a little bit further away just to challenge yourself without letting your back arch. So keep your corset nice and tight now. We're going to keep the legs lifted, or you can bring one leg down and just do one at a time with the knee drops. Okay, that's your modification here. Let's inhale, exhale and lace your corset. Let's slowly take one knee out to the side, so just an inch or two, but without letting your pelvis tip. Okay, so not letting that weight transfer into one side more than the other. Let's inhale, exhale, lace your corset, relax your leg as we float your knee back in. We're going to change sides and do a few on each side. Okay, so option to do single legs and just change each time. Lift in, knee out, and then lower in, back down. I want you to imagine the back of your hips are glued on the floor now, so they can't lift away, your pelvis can't tip. Let's think about tightening through the abdominals now and the lower abdominals, so as if your hip bones could pull in together as you float your knee back in. So we're getting into these deeper lower core muscles. Relaxing your shoulders still, good. Let's do one more here. If you can, we'll keep both legs lifted. We're going to try to bring them down together. You can do one at a time if you prefer. So shoulders relaxed. Let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset. Let's slowly bring both feet down now without your back lifting. Little sips of breath as you need them. Flattening down on your tummy muscles. Lovely, such a small move, but really quite a challenge. Let's hug the knees up, have a stretch. Good job. So this time we're going to bring the legs up one at a time and then lower them down together. So you can bring them down one at a time as well. That's your modification here. Or stick with singles. So heels are a bit closer in, pelvis into neutral. Okay, let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset. We'll slowly bring our first leg up. So really relaxing your foot, that helps to relax into the leg muscles. Keeping that leg lifted now, let's inhale, exhale, lace your corset. Let's slowly bring our second leg up as we flatten your tummy down. Knees are not too close. And inhale, exhale, lace your corset. Let's slowly bring both feet down together now. Press your pelvis back in neutral. Relax your shoulders and your ribs down. Good, let's do a couple now. We're going to do one last move here. Well done guys, bring your knees up, stretch it out. Good job. Okay, this time we're going to bring the legs up one at a time, keep them both lifted. We'll do our knee drops again, but we're going to add in the arms as well. So you can do alternate legs, just single legs each time again. Okay, we're going to bring the heels closer in. We'll get the arms lifted in a second. Pelvis into neutral. And let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset. We're going to slowly bring our first leg up. Let's keep that leg lifted now if you can. Inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, second leg lifting slowly. Knees are not too close. Let's bring the arms up now, palms facing in, shoulders down and relaxed. Let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset as we float one knee out. We'll take both arms out to the side. So arms are opening up away from each other now. Pelvis isn't tipping. Let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, relax your arms as you float them in, relax your leg as you draw your knee back up. We'll change legs now. Okay, so now think about your ribs pulling together as you float in the arms, press your ribs down. Let's tighten across the hip bones as well. So we're getting the whole of the corset muscles working here. Let's do one more. Good, sticking with it. Lovely guys, bend in the knees, stretch it out, good job. So let's stretch out into the hamstrings before our shoulder bridge. We'll keep one knee hugged into the chest, popping over your bands if you have it. When you're ready, we'll slowly straighten that leg up as you press into your lower back. So try to get your leg quite straight. It's the morning for me, so my leg is not the most flexible. Still a bit tight from during the night, so holding it there, pressing your bum into the floor. But if your leg is quite low, that's okay, as long as it's quite straight, and then you will feel it more into the hamstrings as opposed to into the calf. Pressing your bum into the floor, just gently tip your toes back towards your head. Let's bend that knee in, and we'll change over now. So other knee hugged up, lower back pressed down. When you're ready, slowly straighten up. Take it nice and easy, finding that stretch as you hold it. Pushing your bum into the floor, tip your toes back towards your head. Good, let's bend that knee in. We're going to move into the shoulder bridge now, so we'll remove your pillow. Heels are just coming closer into the body. Palms fully facing up. We're going to do our preparation move. So let's inhale, exhale, lace your corset. Tip your pelvis back now, pressing down into your lower back. And then as you inhale, rolling into neutral again. We'll keep that going just in your own breath. So exhale, lacing up, tipping all the way back. Inhale, back into neutral. So just enjoying a bit of a stretch into the lower back muscles here, and just starting to warm up into your lower spine, articulating your pelvis. Making this your last one now, and let's lift up into our full bridge this time. So just make sure you're pressing into all four corners of your feet, and let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset. Start with your prep move, so tip all the way back. And then we'll start to lift your tailbone up now. Begin to peel your spine away. Keep tipping your pelvis back all the way. So lifting up until you have your slope, knees down to your shoulders if you can. Let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset. So keep tipping your pelvis back now as you lay your spine back down. So working down your spine, one vertebra at a time. So your tailbone is coming down right at the very end. And let's keep that going. So using your breath, using your corset, making sure you're pressing into all four corners of your feet still. Your knees are not coming further apart. Just double checking that so you're feeling really grounded and stable. So using your legs to keep it really controlled, using your core. Let's tuck in the chin as well, so draw your chin down to your collarbone. Just letting your neck lengthen along the floor as you lift up into the bridge. make this your last move now. And then when you're finished, you can pop your pillow back behind your head. We're going to move into the Z stretch. So we'll bring the arms out wide. You can bend your elbows if you have to. Let's cross your right leg over your left, or feet and knees just coming in together. And then we'll slowly take both knees over to your left as you pull your shoulder blades against the floor. So pulling the shoulders back. Turn your head to your right hand. Let's breathe into this stretch. So just let any tension just melt away into the hips or the thighs, letting everything soften. So enjoying that stretch into the lower back, down the side of the body, into the big chest muscles. Good, and then pressing down through your lower back, we'll slowly push up to the middle. Let's uncross the legs, other leg over. Slowly lowering to your right, pulling back on shoulders, head turned to your left. So breathe into your stretch, just letting all your muscles relax a bit more on every exhale. And we'll push down into the lower back now, slowly pushing up. Let's uncross the legs. Let's straighten one leg out, followed by the other. Both arms overhead. Have a good stretch out now. Point your toes and fingers. Oh, yawn if you need to. Oh dear. That one always makes me yawn. And then give your glutes a little squeeze. Get a good stretch across the hips again. And release. Let's do that a few times. Good stretch into the lower abdominals. And then relax there, guys. Great. We're going to take it into side lying now. So take your time getting over any side. I'm going to fully straighten out the legs, either using your pillow under your arm or just tucking that arm in beside your pillow if it's high enough. Fold mine under. We'll get the shoulders stacked together. Okay, snuggling your bottom shoulder under your top one. We'll pull in the tummy muscles when you get there, just finding your balance right away. So you're fully lying on your side. You can either use your fingertips in front or top arm on your side like so. Okay, so we'll get into alignment again now. So let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, lift your rib cage up now. Just gently lifting away from the floor. Let's keep the ribs lifted, keep your corset tight. Let's inhale to prepare. And then exhale as we lift your top leg up to hip height. And then inhale, slowly lower, keeping the rib cage lifted. We'll do a few now. So let's relax into that top thigh. We'll just let your leg become quite heavy now. Let's think about lengthening the spine as well. So imagine the crown of your head pulling up away from your tailbone. Your chin's tucked in a little bit. Let's make this your last one. And then we'll give that top leg a little stretch if you want to into the quads. You can hold that foot behind, pulling it in towards your bum, and then just relax there into that stretch. Let's take that leg back out now. We're going to go into a double leg lift this time. So pull in your tummy muscles. Top shoulder blade is relaxed down away from the ear. Let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset and lift your rib cage up. And inhale, exhale, lifting both legs up together now, up to hip height if you can. And then inhale, slowly lower down with control, keeping the ribs lifted. Good, let's keep that going with the breath. So try to stay fully lying on your side now. Try to not let your body tip back. And by keeping on your side, we're trying to target these oblique muscles that run right down the side of the core. So these muscles kind of wrap from your back, down the side, and then kind of into where the lower abdominals are. So you might feel a bit of pinching there in your side. And if you can, squeezing both feet up, lowering down really slowly using your corset. Good, making this your last. Have a little stretch out again if you want to. This time give your glutes a little squeeze as you push your hips forward. We'll just get into the hip flexors as well now, as well as the quads. Good, we'll take that leg back out. Holding in the abdominals again, let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, lifting your ribs up. And inhale. Exhale, lifting both legs up together now. We're going to keep the legs lifted. And then let's bring your top leg in front. Take it back to the centre and then take it behind. We're going to keep that going now. So with the top leg only, moving back and forward and back. But try to keep your bottom leg lifted as well. Let's think about really lengthening the legs away. So keeping them really straight for this one. And you'll start to feel your muscles working on the outside of your top leg and on the inside of your thigh of your bottom leg. So we're getting into the abductors and the adductors here. Good, let's make this your last. Relax down there, guys. Hug your knees up into your chest, have a stretch. Really burns into those muscles there, they really tire quite easily. So I'll let you make your way around onto the other side now. Just take your time getting over. Okay, we'll take the legs out straight again, getting the shoulders comfortable and sitting on top of each other. Okay, let's pull in your abdominals, relaxing that top shoulder blade. Side of your head fully on your pillow. We'll get into alignment now. Let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, lift your ribs up. Tummy muscles are staying in now. Let's inhale. Exhale to lift your top leg, relaxing into your thigh. Inhale, slowly lower ribs are staying lifted. Good, let's keep that going. Good, making this your last. And then we'll take that top leg, stretch it out again if you want to here. Good, so taking it back out, double leg lift this time, tummy muscles in. Let's inhale, exhale, lace your corset, lift your rib cage up. And inhale, exhale, lifting both legs up together, squeezing your feet up to hip height if you can. Inhale, slowly lower down, keeping the upper body really strong and lifted. Good, keeping that going now. So fully staying on your side here, not tipping back. Good, making this your last. And relax down. We'll give that top leg a little stretch out again. Give the glutes a squeeze, push your hips forward this time. Lovely, so one last move now. Take that leg back out. Let's hold the tummy muscles in really tightly, top shoulder blade relaxed. Inhale, exhale, lace your corset, lift your ribs. Let's inhale, exhale, lifting both legs up together now, keeping them lifted now. Keep your corset tight. We're going to bring that top leg in front and then taking it to centre and then behind. Good, let's straighten the legs out away. Think about lengthening them away from the body. And try to not let your knee bend as your top leg is moving, so keep it really straight. That movement's coming from the hip. Bottom leg is staying lifted as well if you can here. Good, let's make this your last. And then relax down there, guys. Hug your knees up, have a stretch. So you can take it onto your back if you prefer for this stretch. If not, just tuck your tailbone under here. Try to keep your chest quite straight and you'll feel that stretch in your mids and lower back. Lovely guys, we're going to finish off this class into prone alignment. We're going to take it all the way around onto your front. So take your time getting round. I'll obviously not join you for this, but I'll just talk you through the moves. So right round onto your front, keeping the arms in a W position when you get there. So your forehead is just resting on the edge of your pillow. And then sliding your arms out wide enough so your shoulders can just sink down your back. Let them just draw away from the ears. Your feet hip width apart. Let's pull in your abdominals now as if you're lifting up from a little ice cube at your tummy. So belly button's pulled up in towards your spine. We're going to start with our single leg lifts here. So let's keep the tummy muscles in. Let's inhale to prepare. And then exhale as you lift one leg from the floor, keeping that leg straight as you lift it, keeping your hips down. Inhale to lower, we'll change sides, keep that going. So exhale as you lift, inhale to lower. Just try to relax your foot in your lower leg. So if you think about just lifting from your thigh, you can imagine a helium balloon tied on at the back of the thigh above your knee. Just floating that leg up and down from that point. Let's keep your tummy muscles pulled up. Well done, let's make this your last. Just relax down there, have a little breather. We're going to add in the arms as well, so we're going to straighten the arms out overhead just a little and then just pull your shoulder blades back. So opposite leg, opposite arm this time, tummy muscles pulled in. Let's inhale, exhale, lifting one leg, opposite arm is lifting up as well now. Without your shoulder blade lifting, keeping that down and back. And then inhale to lower, change arms and legs. Let's keep that going now, exhale on your lift, inhale as you lower. Okay, so as your arm lifts, that movement is now strengthening into the back of the shoulders, into your rhomboid muscles. These muscles are what keep the shoulder blades sitting flat against your back. Okay, so just try not to lose your alignment too much through your upper body. Try to keep your shoulder blades elastic as your arms lift. Keeping the arms relatively straight, little bends in the elbows. Let's make this your last there. Have a little second there, take a little breather. We're going to speed this move up quite a bit now. We're going to take it into our classic swimming move. So you can just do the move we just did. So opposite leg, opposite arm, up and down, changing sides each time. But if you want to try this swimming move, it's quite fast. Your legs and arms are staying lifted the whole time and we're just pulsing up and down quite quickly. Okay, as if you were swimming. So we're going to keep the tummy muscles in, that's quite important to protect your back, belly button into the spine. We're going to keep one arm lifted now in the opposite leg. So lifting one leg and the opposite arm up as your starting point. Keep your tummy muscles pulled in and when you're ready, just go for it. So lift lower, lift lower, lift lower. It's really quite fast, this one. Trying to get a bit of rhythm with it. So keep your legs quite straight, keep your arms straight, keep your shoulder blades elastoplastid here. Okay. Good, finding some rhythm, as if you're swimming, good, keeping the shoulder blades back, tummy muscles build up, and relax down there, well done. So slowly, when you're ready, push up onto your side, back onto your hands and knees, let's stretch it out into child pose. So sit back on your ankles. You can use your pillow at your head here if you want some neck support and just enjoy a nice stretch out for your back muscles, let all your back muscles soften. Maybe deepening your breath here, letting your abdominals relax. Take that breath in below your belly button, using your diaphragm now. And as you inhale, feel your back muscles stretching out and let everything relax on the exhale. then maybe wanting to take your knees a bit further apart, keeping your toes together. Maybe just stretching your arms out in front of you a little bit more. Get a nice stretch into the upper back and shoulders. And then let's make our way up to standing. So just take your time. Back onto your hands and knees. Enjoy a little stretch as you curl yourself back up. Tucking your toes under. Keep your head down until you get yourself lifted. When you're ready, we'll circle out into the shoulders, lifting up to the ears, squeezing the shoulder blades back, and then let's take them in the other direction. Having a good shake out. We'll get into alignment to finish off. So feet hip width apart, we'll keep the knees soft. Let's get our pelvis back into neutral, so settling in the middle. Tummy muscles in as we take your arms down. And then let's inhale as we lift your shoulders up. Helium balloons on your ears. Exhale to melt your shoulders and lengthen through your spine. Lifting the rib cage up. Keeping the ribs lifted, let's exhale to melt the shoulders and lengthen. We'll bring the shoulders up one more time. And then let's take the palms out to the front, rotating outwards from your shoulders. Letting your shoulder blades slide down towards your back pockets, and then elastoplast them now so they don't move as we take your arms by your sides. And lastly, without looking down, thinking about keeping your weight evenly spread into all four corners of your feet so you feel balanced, you feel centered, and you feel grounded. Good job. Thank you so much for joining me with this video, and I'll be in touch very soon with more information about going back to the hall classes. So I'll see you very soon. Thank you. Bye bye.